As we recently went through some reasons why to make a virtual event, then now we go through some situations where virtual events could save your, as an event organizer's, money. As mentioned earlier as well, a virtual event is a smart form that can replace a physical event, as at its best it offers more opportunities to participants, and at its best it can make a lot of financial sense. As with traditional event, it's worth focusing on the costs, and it's not a good idea to producing a virtual event just quickly away. It's still worth focusing on the idea, goals, the look, the innovations, and they may not be free either. As its best, you can make a virtual event without any higher costs, as your organization is probably having Teams or Zoom already, for example. But the other thing is that exactly what the participants expect? I would say that there must always be some kind of a wow effect in a physical event or a virtual event. So here are some of the key costs that will save your money when producing a virtual event. Venues. The venue is nearly often one of the most expensive aspects of a physical event. The venue fee often consists of daily pricing, booking fee, electricity, insurance, and water. You're not paying for a venue if you want to produce your event virtually. You may produce it from anywhere and guests can join from wherever they are. The visual look of the event. A big expense in physical events is also the visual look, decor, goods, equipment, exhibitor and partner booths, permits and licenses, furniture, everything you don't need in virtual events, at least on such a scale of or even at all. Security. Depending on your physical event, security costs are also a big amount of money that you're not paying when making a virtual production. When it comes to network security, it is always the responsibility of the platform, so security is also guaranteed in virtual productions. Catering. You'll also need a big budget for catering in physical events. That fee includes everything from food and drinks to dishes, catering, staff costs, transportation, cleaning, equipment, and so much more. In virtual events, all of this is handled by the virtual event participant by themselves in their homes or offices or wherever they are. Travel, flights, and hotels. Before I even talk about expenses and costs, as an organizer, you can sigh with relief because these three are possibly one of the most stressful things in traditional event productions. When generating a virtual event, you are no longer responsible for arranging transportations, flights or hotel bookings, flight changes, cancellations, hotel room transfers, visas, suitcases, taxi rides. By virtuality, you have the great advantage of connecting all people together at once, no matter where they are. And this leads to a significant cost savings when it comes to travel, trips, transportation, hotels, and rental spaces. Speakers. The advantage of virtual events is that you can practically get anyone to talk to your event, as you no longer have to worry that the physical trip fits the speaker's schedule, as they are always busy. A 15 to 30-minute slot may be found from any speaker's schedule during the day. So virtual events eliminate the need for speakers to spend valuable time for traveling, and this directly affects the speaker fee for most speakers. This also allows the speakers to participate in many different virtual events during the day. time. Perhaps the most important goal of savings is that virtual productions save your time. And as said, time is money, so this is one of the most significant savings, even if it doesn't show up in your event budget. From the organizer's perspective, whether there are more earning opportunities in a virtual event than in a physical event, it's hard to say because they might be a little tricky to compare because of your own innovations. But I've put together good examples of how you can make money with your virtual event. Ticket sale. As with the traditional event, the biggest return comes from the ticket sales. It is the organizer's own decision as to whether to keep the prices similar to the physical event, but since the virtual event has so much potential to give more, I would recommend keeping the prices at least the same. Of course, if the event is produced on easy platforms like Teams or Zoom, keep the price aspect in mind from the customer's perspective. What do they get from the event? Do they get the same as from the physical event? Have the lunch and coffee breaks been replaced with something else? Is networking organized? And so on. Partners, sponsors, and exhibitors. In addition to ticket sales, partner and sponsor collaboration sales with exhibitors will also become a big return on virtual events, as long as they can be offered almost the same visibility as in a traditional event, and this is where you need to think carefully about the event platform. What kind of visibility aspects through the platform are possible to offer them and how valuable they are? One of the biggest visibility opportunities are still speech opportunities, case presentations, ad sales, videos, logo visibility. This is largely behind the platform offering and your own innovations and ideas. Many modern platforms offer nowadays a great visibility for exhibitors as there is possible to make different exhibitor areas with expo booths, which is practically the same thing as in physical events. Exhibitors can show presentations, can make one-to-one conversations with participants, they can offer discounts and direct links to them, product demos, and even direct payment options. Exhibition areas can be even bigger than in a traditional event, so this is a great opportunity for cash flow as well. Advertising sales. This is a great way to earn a little extra money in virtual events as well. In addition to traditional advertising ways, there are more possibilities for offering visibility. For example, providers for different sections, one-to-one area sponsor, virtual stage or virtual room sponsors, or logo visibility in different parts of the platform. Kind of same thing as in a physical events, but depends a lot on your innovations of how to offer an interesting way to be visible. Side notes instead of keynotes. Like we talked in the previous topic, speaker opportunities are much better than in physical events. Mostly because you can have a way more speakers in your virtual event, and if you remember, it's because of the short speaking slots which do not require time or travel preparations from the speaker, and because you can make different virtual stages for different agendas. So this means that you can make your event and agenda as interesting and inviting as you can sell more short speaking slots for companies, organizations, or to a private sector who just want to convey their own innovations, products, case examples, or presentations. And if you price it well, there will certainly be a lot of potential customers. Additional sales, recordings, and presentation material. Here too, your own innovation is an important part of the revenue. In addition to participant registration, there is a great opportunity to make additional sales. And there are many opportunities for additional sales in virtual events as well. to mention a few: event recordings, presentation materials, access to different sections like stages with different agendas, one-to-one meetings, roundtables, workshops, or why not with some physical products delivered to participants' home. Sale of virtual lunch. As we talked in one topic, not having the possibility to serve food and drinks in virtual events is a significant difference compared to traditional events, but there have been invented some good solutions for this nowadays. Since the food delivery to home has become very common lately, why not combine it with your event? As a result, participants will also be included in food and beverage service, for example, during the lunch. You can distribute a free food delivery code to participants with a good margin. Of course, this might require a partnership with a food delivery company to get the price pumped down and offering a great visibility possibilities for them. But definitely a good addition for your event, and this can also be solved with different kinds of automations without having to send the discounts codes by yourself. Virtual purchases during the virtual event. Depending on the event platform, some of them offer a payment option for participants during the event. In other words, there is a great opportunity for additional sales as well: lotteries, competitions, access rights, tickets to the next event, or to a virtual after party, for example. Only the sky's the limit. So we have reached the end. Here was a quick summary of virtual events with all of its sectors. I hope you found something useful that you can use for your own profession or for your own productions. Ciao.